We have Solicits for April. Nothing too surprising, I don't think, because they already sort of revealed a couple of the new things last week, which we talked about in the news. But we'll go through them, see if there's anything interesting, maybe see a nice cover or two that catches our eye. But this is for April, these Solicits. So up first, we have Zatanna issue 1, which obviously we did talk about last week because it was in the news. This is out in April 29th, so that's a week 5. We've got 5 weeks in April, so very good. Jamal Campbell doing both writing and art on that. We also have Fury of Firestorm with Jeff Lemire and Raphael De La Torre, which again we talked about last week. That's at the start of April. Bunch of covers there for that too. So interestingly, they've got all the other next level books immediately as well, so they're still kind of trying to highlight these even though it's not issue 1s anymore. So we got Batwoman issue 2 next with still Rucka and Danny, followed by Deathstroke the Terminator issue 2, and then followed by Lobo issue 2. So yeah, we got all those other next level books are all still at the top of the list, which makes sense. And then we have a new issue 1, which I don't think I knew about before I looked at the Solicits, because Jeff Loeb's got a new book, a new limited series with artist Jim Chung. This is Batman Wonder Woman Truth issue 1. Thoughts, Matt?
You can't keep getting away with this.
Well, let me read the description. Let's see what it's about.
Yeah.
Right. Batman and Wonder Woman team up for a classic caper brought to you by superstar talent writer Jeff Loeb and artist Jim Chung. The lasso of truth has been stolen, and the Cape Crusader and Amazon Princess race to ensure a safe return before it falls into the wrong hands. You won't want to miss the aftermath of Batman Hush. Does that mean Hattush? It just says Hush. Featuring the devious duo foolish enough to steal from Wonder Woman, the Joker and Harley Quinn. So this is a follow-up to Hattush?
I'm out.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
I'm pulling rank. Or you know what? No. At the very least, it's getting the vote that month, and the patrons are definitely going to make you read this.
Look, man, I don't need Harley and Joker together ever again, and that relationship has sailed. I don't, you know what I mean?
Oh,
and I don't want Jeff Loeb regressing.
No, actually, I think this is
back to mid-2000s.
This is set after Hush 1 because Harley and Joker together. That's clicking. That's why it just says Hush.
Okay, that's fine then. If it's follow-up to Hattush, then I'm out. If it's that, I'm way more open-minded.
Yeah,
because then
why would
that's framed.
Yeah, why would Harley be with Joker again if it was set now? So yeah, okay, that must be just set after the original Hush. So this isn't a follow-up Hattush. The sequel or the second half of Hattush is still maybe someday coming. This is tangentially related to the first Hush.
Yeah, and again, that's fine because then that'll match the tone of Hush more than Hattush. You know what I mean? Like, because where it's set in the DC universe.
Hawunsh, if you will.
Hawunsh, yeah.
So yeah, that's Batman Wonder Woman Truth, and obviously because of the quality of Hattush, we're not exactly feeling too positive. But hey,
but you know what? The longer Halloween. You know, that
last
sequel.
Halloween was the title.
The longer Halloween. That wasn't too bad. Like, it kind of ran out of steam towards the end. But again, Loeb adapting something that has a pretty set, sense where it takes place in the timeline. It makes me a little bit more open to that.
All right, Absolute seemed to be next. We got Absolute Batman issue 19. Dragotta on the art with Snyder there. Then we have Absolute Superman 18, which is Rafa Sandoval back with Jason Aaron.
Yep, I need you to read that. I need you to read the blurb real quick.
For Superman?
Yep. This is what I saw this week.
The Battle of Kansas may have put the Lazarus Corporation into retreat, but it's left behind some terrifying surprises and its hidden cache of weapons and world-ending secrets. Most dangerous of all, the sarcophagus of the legendary King Shazam. Don't miss the start of a new epic that will change the hierarchy of power in the Absolute universe. Okay, that's funny. That's funny.
I knew you'd get a pop out of that one. So I don't know who writes the blurbs for the Solicits, but give that person a raise for this one.
Maybe if I was to guess, I would say either they've got like a dedicated kind of PR person who does all that, or maybe one of the editors for each like batch of books does it. I don't know.
Yeah. So This was the one thing I saw this week, and I was like, I can't believe they went there.
That's funny. I mean, obviously,
Yep.
Absolute, Shazam, absolute Captain Marvel's interesting in and of itself, but yeah, that's a funny reference to The Rock opening these big fat people's mouth. So, okay, absolute Superman 18. Very nice. And it's interesting looking covers, at least in thumbnail form. I've not clicked on them to see if they're good on big size yet, but not bad. Still doesn't seem to be using the more traditional suit that he got from Martha Kent based on these images, but that's okay. There's time. Then we got Absolute Martian Manhunter, issue 11. Obviously, that's the same team as it's always been, so that's cool. We got Absolute Wonder Woman, issue 19, with Sherman on art with Kelly Thompson, as you'd expect. And then Absolute Green Lantern, issue 13, which does have art by Sid Koshin, which we have seen that name at least once before. But yeah,
that was the last issue, right?
Yeah, so maybe they're just doing this entire arc, potentially, if they're still there. And then Absolute Flash 14 with a missing cover. The variants are there, but the regular cover is missing. So
it's got a Nick Robles cover and Haining on the art. So yeah.
Yep. So yeah, that's the Absolute books. And then once we get on to, I guess, Bat Family stuff, we got Batman issue 8. Ryan Sooks on art here, which is not a bad fill-in for Jimenez, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely some fun stuff here. And I'm just waiting to click on one of the covers here because it looks quite nice. The one that's got the police lights behind him, like the red and the blue, and he's holding up his hands. That's a very pretty cover. Yes.
Well, and hold on, there's a 1 in 25 David Aja cover for Ivy here.
Oh yeah, they put the surnames of the artists under the covers now. That's newish. I don't think they've always done
newer.
That. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The Molina cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that does look nice. Even in the thumbnail, like it looks.
It caught my eye.
Blow it up, and it looks even better.
Yeah, it caught my eye immediately. So that's cool. And then we got Nightwing 137. Which has got a very sort of simplistic, old school like thriller cover with like a sniper scope kind of on Nightwing as he stands on top of a bridge. I am intrigued by that.
Yeah.
Dennis Cowan is the artist on this issue, joining Dan Waters. And then we got Catwoman 86, which has got actually a very nice main cover, actually. But this is Connor said he's been enjoying this run, which is neat. But
he's not the only person. I've heard stirrings. This is why I asked him about it last week.
Yeah. So then we got Batgirl issue 18. Very colorful cover there. Are they doing more Spirit World stuff? But it looks like that cover.
It seems like it.
Okay. All right. And then we got Superman 37. Which that looks like a certain Prime individual on the cover there, looking kind of smug.
I hate him so much. I feel that that's kind of the vibe. You're not supposed to really like him, but God, that pose, really, I want to punch him.
God, I can't believe we're at issue 37 of Williamson's Superman run. It's gone on a bit long. But yeah, this is Superboy Prime's got a job and a secret identity, apparently, judging from the solicit text. Then we got Superman Unlimited, and this is a little bit more interesting, is that we seem to have child John Kent back in some form. So I'll read the description here. Little Superboy lost. Tomorrow Man has a shocking surprise for Lois Lane. Not that we really know who Tomorrow Man is yet, but his name is John Kent, and he's just a little boy. Reign of the Superboys continues, and possibly Reign of the Super Monkey. I mean, that's a Lucas Meyer on art though is not a bad get for the art on here. Yeah, it seems like this is probably just going to be some sort of duplicate looking like young John Kent for a while, rather than any kind of shift back to young John Kent. But it definitely stuck out in the cover there. Going past that.
So there's a Lucas Meyer cover, and there's I'm guessing whoever Tomorrow Man is. They've shaded out the face, so I don't know if that's like his look or they're purposely keeping it a secret.
Yeah, I presume it's just something that's introduced before this issue, so that's why we don't know who it is yet. So I don't want to look into it too much. We'll get there in the story. So that's good. Supergirl issue 12 is next. Sophie Campbell doing both writing and art. As you see, very cyborg Supergirl on the cover or something.
Yeah.
I say that as if it's a pre-existing thing, and maybe it is, but that's just what my mind thinks when I look at her.
So judging from the solicit text, it seems like it's going to be a plot device, like a plot point. So, the cyborg looking Supergirl. So, I don't want to give away too much, but yeah.
Yeah, and then we got Action Comics 1097. And yeah, more Superboy stuff with Mark Waid, Skylar Partridge back on the art, which is cool.
and on the cover we got Booster, Mary Marvel, and Martian Manhunter, looking like almost very reminiscent of the Legion of Superheroes when they first meet Clark and all those throwback stories. You know, so I'm wondering if that's what this is supposed to be a play on.
I would suspect cover. So, based on the solicit text. And then we got Justice League Unlimited issue 18. Clayton Henry on the art with Mark Waid there. We'll see if we give Unlimited more of a try once KO's over.
Yeah, they are getting me with Guy Gardner leads a mission. Because I kind of I want to know what Mark Waid's Guy Gardner's like, you know?
I don't know if I care, but I'm glad you're excited. Justice League Intergalactic Special issue 1. Ooh. This is Jadzia Axelrod with Nicole Main and Travis Moore on art. So this is a one shot, and Nicole Main's writing this. So guess which characters? I see Dreamer. I see Dreamer on the cover. I also see Star Sapphire, Adam Strange, Green Arrow, and whoever that pink chick with the blue hair is.
That's Galaxy, who's also Jadzia Axelrod's character. Made the jump from the young adult book. So yeah,
it all comes together.
Strange,
yeah, all comes together. Then we got Detective Comics. Why this is separated from the rest of the Bat Family stuff, I don't know. But Detective Comics 1108. Pete Woods joining Tom Taylor on this one. So that's cool. We got Green Arrow and Black Canary helping Batman out on this issue based on the cover. So that's neat. We got Wonder Woman 32 with a very striking cover. Daniel Sampier back on the art here. Yeah. I had completely forgotten, by the way, that Tom King was taking 2 issues off of Wonder Woman when I went to read this week's issue. But yeah, he obviously is back by 32. Yeah,
but by these ones.
Yeah, just worth mentioning. Also, I need to click on this. Yeah, the variant, which is just oh god, what's her name?
The Matriarch. The Nakayama cover.
Yeah, the Nakayama cover. That's a very nice cover.
Yep.
Yeah, very nice cover. I'm digging that Lizzie basically has a nemesis kind of bubbling. It's nice. Harley Quinn 61 continues on. It's the book that just keeps existing, regardless of how little attention we pay to it. And then we got Poison Ivy 43, which is
Catwoman showing up finally. Haven't seen Selena interacting with Pam. So yeah.
So we got that, and then we have Harley and Ivy Life and Crimes issue 5. So that's that miniseries kind of built into its conclusion. Then we got Adventures of Superman Book of L issue 8. Which is the same team as it's been the entire run. And then we got Batman Superman World's Finest issue 50. That series has hit 50 issues. It's got a slightly bigger page count for this one. And there's a bunch of variants, some of them emphasizing the issue 50 nature of it. Now, obviously we've dropped this. Admittedly, the inclusion of Supergirl and Robin and Batgirl makes me a little bit more mildly curious, but I don't think I'm going to be suckered into reading it, honestly. I think we've left it behind, but hey, it's still going. Yeah. It's still going. Also, I just caught that there appears to be a Weird Al Yankovic variant.
Yes,
for reasons
I've seen, and then there's an alt like a Bizarro cover that has normal Al Yankovic. And that gave me a laugh this week.
Okay. Yeah.
So I don't know where that came from, but I think Mora had put up both of them, and he said, these are some of the variants. So yeah. Yeah.
There's an Evan Reese variant, which is quite nice, but yeah. So they're going all out for the variants on that because it's an issue 50. Then we got Bizarro Year None issue 1. We talked about this last week. This is Kevin Smith and Eric Carrasco writing with Nick Pitara on the art. I can't say a Bizarro miniseries is something that excites me all that much, but hey, it's there. It exists.
Yep.
All right. I thought you may have something to add.
No, it was that's where the normal Al Yankovic cover is, and I clicked on it, and it's funnier than I had seen before.
Okay. Then we got Green Lantern 34 with what? Ig Guara on the art. I actually don't know who that is, so I mean, who knows what that'll end up looking like, but very nice. But we were doing a Kyle Rayner issue in LA, and Odyssey's there. And is that Wally in the backseat of the Green Lantern car?
It looks like it.
Yeah. Oh, there's an Ivan Reis variant for this one as well, which and an Aja cover. Oh, there's some nice covers for this one.
Yeah, that Aja cover looks great. And then whoever Guying, is it Guying? It's got like looking like a vaporwave kind of vibe.
Oh yeah, the retro 80s synthy kind of looking thing. I have to admit, I'm kind of digging that they've brought back Kyle's. I mean, it's a new suit overall, but the fact that they've brought back his suit that has a different color scheme with the sort of the white kind of central part.
Yep.
And then the green kind of accents. I like Kyle having the different suit that just didn't look like Cal's. So I appreciate this return to this kind of look.
I always like that he kind of had the chest patch on his.
Yes.
That was always a signifier. That up there with the crab mask, it was Kyle Rayner. But yeah, I like when they get their own identities. It's the same with Guy in the vest. It's like, I don't care why he has it, but that is a design choice that lets me know it's Guy Gardner, even more than the bowl cut. So let's make the lanterns, different again.
Yeah, so Kyle actually looks good as the key difference. So
yeah, I mean, sure. There's the bowl cut.
And there is, yeah.
I couldn't even say anything.
Green Lantern Corps issue 15. Fernando Pasarin and Claire Albert. Only 2 artists listed here. Let's hope that sticks, because 2 is much better than 4.
Yes,
we're getting closer to the ideal scenario. So yes, that's continuing on. We got Flash 32 with Ryan North and Gavin Guidry. We are going to check out that new Flash run when it starts at post KO, which I don't know if that's February or March, whenever that starts, but we'll take a look at the first one. So that's cool. And then we got Aquaman 16, Jeremy Adams joined by John Timms.
Now Connor had said that he's enjoying that one, but we're not going to fall for that. Yeah, but he was propaganda we're not falling for. Yeah,
but he was liking the King Arthur stuff, and you read at least a good chunk of that to know that you didn't like it. So I mean,
yes,
yeah, I think we're good. GSA issue 18 as the end of the year 1 arc. So that's going on, and then we got Titans 34. Notably, Tate Brombal is writing this issue of Titans with Sami Basri on the art. Yeah, I'll have to go back and check if this is the first time that they're on this, but if this is the start of a new run, that could be worth having a look-see, because obviously his Batgirl, well, it's had a couple of dips. It's just been mostly very good.
Yeah, I think last Solicits, it was the same team.
Was it? Okay, so 33.
I think we said the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's worth taking a look at. He takes over.
Plus Stephanie Brown's on the cover. I mean, she seems to be fighting Nightwing, which is curious, but at the very least, I'm happy to see her all the same.
It seems like they're in a danger room like scenario. So whatever, I forget what they had called that. Because it looks like John's there. We got Starfire and Yara, and then and it's less Batgirl stuff and more spoiler stuff too. So I wonder what's going on here.
Well, she's still got the bat symbol on. She's just to get the hood rather than the cowl. Which, to be fair, even in Batgirls, I don't think she had the cowl.
I could have sworn she had ears, right?
I don't think so. I don't think she got the ears back. I think she took the bat symbol back, but I think she kept the hood the entire time. So I think this is just modern Batgirl stuff. I'd love for her to get the cowl back. I loved the look in the 2009 book, but this is what I think, just a differentiator from the other Batgirls. I think this is what they've stuck with. Yeah, so they're in the hazard room, or the slightly accident prone room, or the legally distinct danger room is all I'm saying.
The caution room.
Caution room, there you go. So then we got Swamp Thing 1989 issue 1. So this is the final arc of Rick Veitch's series. This is a curious one because I kind of want to read this, but I've not read the rest of the art or the rest of the run. So I'm like, how much is this going to like work as a standalone miniseries? I don't actually know.
We should definitely just try to read the first one and see if we pick up on anything.
Yeah, because part of me is like, oh, is this going to like not work that well because it's technically the end of a 2-year run? Because that's effectively what it is, just much later than the rest of the run.
like I want to say that the last sentence is the origin of Etrigan and Swamp Thing's journey to the beginning of time. I was like, what is going on? I think we can just jump in. Just feet first.
Okay.
Here we go.
We'll give it a try.
Yeah.
And then we seem to be on the Vertigo books now. So we got End of Life issue 3. This is the Kyle Starks book with Steve Pugh on art.
That first sentence got me. I'm still a 14-year-old boy.
Eddie has a big cock problem. There's an evil chicken, you see. That's what he's talking about. So good. Yes, that's going on. And then we got Bleeding Hearts issue 3. This is the Dennis Camp one. And then we got The Pearl of the Brutal Dark, an Ezra Kane mystery issue 3. This is the Chris Condon series. Then we got Nice House by the Sea issue 9. Of course, we know what that is very well. And then there's no new Vertigo books yet launching in April, but that's okay. We got Sirens Love Hurts issue 3 by Tini Howard. And then we got Batman Static Beyond issue 5. We got Batman Green Arrow The Question Arcadia issue 4, which I thought issue 3 was the last issue, so this is surprising to me.
Definitely felt like it was paced for 3, so we'll see where the third issue goes.
And this doesn't say it's like the last. There's nothing. I mean, admittedly, they don't usually say that anymore, but there's nothing in the solicit text that says the stunning conclusion or the epic showdown. Right. It doesn't necessarily even sound like this is the last issue. So.
Well, it does say our heroes will emerge forever changed if they survive. So that does kind of feel like a capper.
Maybe. Maybe it is just the forward final issue, but we'll see. Mad About DC issue 1. This is a Mad Magazine style thing.
Special.
And then we got Batman Dark Knight Returns facsimile edition. So there's some more facsimile editions. I'm not going to bother reading all these because they're just facsimile editions of old issues. Once we get to the collections, we have Supergirl The World hardcover, which is a new graphic novel. I was about to say I have no idea what this is collecting. It's because it's not collecting anything.
Nope.
So it's an Eke Mulanem and Anna Kristen and Dr. Ejub Gaius and Fernanda Celia. They're the 4 writers on this, so there's multiple writers.
Well, there's more. So there's 15. So this is like that Superman the World where it's the teams from around the world team up to tell stories from that country's perspective.
Okay. Fair enough. That's what they're doing here. So it's an anthology of 15 stories, which 184 pages divided by 15 is not a lot of pages. That's like 10 pages a story, pretty much. I mean, I know it's 184, but like take out the table of contents and the back matter and anything. It's probably going to be 10-page stories across the board, pretty much, give or take. There's a Tamaki story in there, so that's something.
There is. We got Mahmoud Asrar doing some art on one of them.
Yeah. The funny thing with this is, though, is because of the whole gimmick of its writers from all over like different countries, is that we end up not having heard of most of them because they're from countries that don't necessarily do American comics all that much. So, all right. Next up, we got Orion trade paperback. This is a new graphic novel about Orion, which is kind of an interesting character to pick for one of these things.
Yeah, apparently it's a sequel to a Barda book, which I did not know about. So, I might have to check these out later, now that I have a new appreciation for the New Gods. Yeah.
We got Lex Luthor Diabolical Genius trade paperback. This is another young adult graphic novel, and he looks like he's in a 2002 Cartoon Network show based on the cover.
He looks like he's in Dexter's Lab.
Yeah, or Lexter's Lab.
Lexter's Lab, yeah.
Yeah. So you got that going on. Then we got Superman Good Guy Gang Following the Leader, which is another young adult graphic novel. This is even more kind of like young adult or young, or maybe not even young adult, just young.
Kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got that. And then we're on to the collections, which we got Absolute Flash Volume 2 hardcover. Issues 7 to 12 speaks for itself. Also the softcover. Same for Absolute Green Lantern Volume 2, both hardcover and softcover. Again, it's collecting 7 to 12. And then we got Batman Volume 1 Daylight, both hard and soft covers, which is obviously collecting the first 6 issues of the current Batman run. And then we got Superman Action Comics Volume 1 Boy of Steel, collecting the first arc of Mark Waid's current run of that. And that's just soft cover, no hardcover for that one, interestingly.
No.
And then we got Wonder Woman Volume 4, The Island of Mice and Men. This is just soft cover. Maybe that had a hardcover already? Maybe not.
I don't know.
I feel like some of the early stuff was... Maybe this is one of the ones where it's like soft cover first and then deluxe like a year and a half later kind of thing. Maybe that's what's going on. Then we got Batman Green Arrow The Question Arcadia hardcover, which definitely means it's only 4 issues because they wouldn't be soliciting it this early if it wasn't. Cool. And then we got Justice League Cheetah and Cheshire Rob the Watchtower. That's a different title than what that book had. What's going on here?
So, but on the bottom of the solicit, it does call it Rob the Justice League. So I wonder if the name change is a marketing thing or if someone made a boo-boo.
Yeah, either it's a mistake or they think it'll sell better if they put Justice League at the top of the title. Either way, it's a bit silly, but yeah, trade paperback of that. It's a good series though. People should check it out if they didn't read the singles. Batman Gotham by Gaslight Absolute Edition. Just the classic story and the big supersized format. DC Compact Comics box set trade paperbacks, and this seems to come with Watchmen, All-Star Superman, Long Halloween, The New Frontier, Dark Knight Returns, and Kingdom Come. Basically a starter set for people who have not started reading DC Comics yet.
And I like that it is kind of a good mix of things, right? Because you have Watchmen and Dark Knight Returns, which kind of take the grim and gritty, but the New Frontier and Kingdom Come are more aspirational. Of course, All-Star Superman and stuff. But yeah, that is a really good starter set if someone hasn't read comics before and have questions.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a fan of the compact edition size, but obviously if you like that, then yeah.
So last time I went to the comic store, they had, I forget which one I picked up, and it is weird because I'm so used to reading comics of a certain size, but having the digest enough, it doesn't, I looked at the art and the art's not as impacted as you think it would be. So it's for something just like to give somebody before they're into like collecting or whatever. I do think they work. And I know my shop was selling, they're moving them, which is good.
Well, they're obviously cheaper, which is why they're doing well. It's like an alternative way of reading a lot of these books. We got Teen Titans: The Bronze Age Omnibus hardcover, new edition, so that's a reprint. That one, so neat. We got Superman Red Sun Compact Comics Edition. We got Batman Under the Red Hood Compact Edition, which has the whole thing, because originally that was split into 2 for the original collections. We got Gotham Central Compact Edition. How much of it though? Because that's like an omnibus's worth of material potentially. 240. So that's probably the first. That'll be the first of the 4 collections. 4? Yeah, because it was split when they released it later on in hardcover and softcover. It was split into 4. 240 pages sounds like the first 10 or 11 issues. So that sounds right.
I hope this means they're testing waters for like a return to Gotham Central. I mean, we got Rucka redoing, returning to Batwoman.
I mean, I'd like you to be right. I think you're jumping to conclusions a little bit here, but I'd like you to be right. I
hope they're testing it.
The only thing is, though, is if we're going to do the rest of this, like, are they going to call it like Volume 2, Volume 3, or are they going to be awkward about it and just give it like a different title? I don't know. That's one of my pet peeves sometimes with the collected stuff, is that they make it more awkward than they need to when it comes to like realizing what the next one is. And we got DC's Finest Supergirl, Die and Let Live. Soft cover. We got DC's Finest Robin, The Origin of Robin, which is like a giant hodgepodge collection of different Batman and detective issues. So that's a thing. Yep. And this that Supergirl collection actually is Peter David. That's mostly Peter David stuff. And then we got DC's Finest Sergeant Rock of Easy Co. Trade paperback. So yeah, that's a big. Yeah, these Finest ones are like. I mean, the Supergirl one's like 500 pages, Robin's 400, and then the Sergeant Rock one's 600 pages. So they're pretty beefy soft covers. And then we got DC's Finest Team Ups, The Impossible Escape trade paperback. And then we got Batman, Superman, World's Finest, the Deluxe Edition, Volume 1. So they're going to release Mark Waid's World's Finest and Deluxe books. This is issue 1 to 11 and Detective Comics, well, a story from Detective Comics 1050. So, I mean, I get it. It's getting to issue 50. Mark Waid's a big name. It's just kind of funny, I think, to us because we've been kind of just dwindling more and more on it as it's went along until we finally dropped it. But obviously, it's still selling well, so I get why they're doing it. We got Batman Detective Comics New 52 Omnibus Volume 2. For those of you who want it, I guess. I mean, to be fair, the back half of Detective Comics in New 52 did have a couple of little like two-parters or things like that were pretty good, but they were kind of sprinkled few and far between. It wasn't like a good run or anything too much.
Outside of Gordon taking over for Batman, I don't remember much of this. I mean, well,
that was more Batman than Detective, I think.
Yeah, but it says like here they're listing all the types of stories that are in here, and it says, "And Commissioner Gordon takes up the mantle of Batman."
Yeah,
this and more adventures. I don't remember much of the back half of this. Like I remember the front half.
I guess I never read Detective while Gordon was in the bunny suit. But I do remember reading the two-parter by Percy. I remember reading Meltzer and Buccella's short run, and those were solid enough. Those were fine at the time. Definitely in the mediocrity sea that was the New 52, they were pretty decent. But like, I certainly wouldn't be excited about buying omnibuses of this series.
Yeah.
So. Legends Omnibus hardcover, so yeah, collecting the big event and all the tie-ins from the late 80s. This was either the first or second post-crisis event, so there's that. And then we got Camelot 3000 softcover, so they're printing that. And then we got Dark Crisis Omnibus hardcover, so yeah, they're doing all the tie-ins to everything. What's so funny, there's definitely older events where I really like the idea of omnibuses collecting every single tie-in to the events, but a lot of these modern ones that I've read as they've been coming out, I've found myself like finding a lot of the tie-ins kind of pointless and like my least favourite part of everything. So it's kind of wild where I'm looking at this and going, well, some of these things you kind of like Dark Crisis Zero, like, you know, special edition, Justice League 75, those seem important for the main story, but a lot of these other things from later on, which is, you know, Worlds Without a Justice League, Wonder Woman issue 1, and stuff like that. I'm like, those are all skippable. No one needs those.
Yeah, like I know we read some of those, but I don't remember them.
Yeah, if you're a completionist, obviously this is a great way of having this in a nice deluxe size, but that's about it. Justice League of America, the Bronze Age Omnibus, new edition, volume 1. So yeah, just reprinting some of that stuff. And then we got Milestone Compendium 5, soft cover, and this is 1,300 pages collecting a bunch of different series from Milestone. And then we got Supergirl, the New 52 Omnibus Volume 2, which it's wild to me that got an omnibus. Like I didn't think that the New 52 Supergirl was. I mean, to be fair, I don't think the Detective Comics one's that prestigious either. But at least that's Batman. I never thought the Supergirl, like, where's the Peter David Supergirl omnibus? That feels way more important than the New 52 Supergirl.
Yeah.
But
especially to the character. Well, and this is a smattering of a bunch of other books too, right? You had an Action Comics in here. We got Green Lantern.
Yeah, well, that'll be when she was a Red Lantern, and there was some crossovers with stuff and whatnot. But yeah, it's basically just everything in the back half of New 52 Supergirl. That said, though, it's not the most dumbfounding omnibus from the New 52. That still goes to the Catwoman New 52 omnibus. That's still the one that's very head-scratching, but hey.
Who's asking for that is what I want to know.
Yeah. Oh, and there's more Supergirl. It makes sense, I guess, because there's a movie coming out. Supergirl, the Silver Age Omnibus Volume 1, new edition, so it's just reprinting that. We got Superman Adventures Compendium 2. Then we got Superman Brainiac Reborn Omnibus. So this is a bunch of stuff that is right before the Triangle era. So this is is post the Burn Man of Steel run and post Crisis, but it's before the Triangle era. So it's sort of filling in a big part of that gap. I don't know if it completely fills the gap, but it's filling in a big chunk of that, and it's got a bunch of Action Comics, Superman, and Adventures of Superman in there. So, yep, that's the thing. And then we got Swamp Thing by Ram V and Mike Perkins omnibus to round out the Solicits. And this is just a complete thing. It's got the 2 Future State issues that sort of led into it. And then a couple of, like the Halloween special and a couple of little one-off things. But for the most part, it's those 1 to 16 issues that they did, which were... This was an excellent run. This is a fantastic little omnibus to grab.
Yeah.
So, cool.
For sure.
And that's the Solicits, everyone. That's
the bottom.
That's everything. Yeah, nothing too surprising. I mean, the new Jeff Loeb book, I guess, caught me off guard, and the hierarchy of power in the Absolute Universe been about to change. Worth mentioning, perhaps, but that's about it.